What up, y'all? This is Ladies with KeKe. My name is Dana B.
And I am Cassie J. And Dana has told me already to not be long-winded.
Oh, really? This is what you do?
I sure did.
Couldn't wait for me to hit record.
I let the people know what you really be saying about me.
You know what? I'm not going to be petty as you. So I'm just going to get into this review.
That was petty.
Oh. Nevertheless.
We're here, you guys, to review Married to Medicine. Only one.
Season 7, yeah. Season 7, episode 7 and 8. So episode 7 is Showdown in Savannah.
And 8 is Food for Thought. And that's all about Quad. That's really what Food for Thought.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, both of them had a lot of fluff. But there were some points, it's like, okay, we could talk about this. So with episode 7, starts off, of course, the aftermath. The aftermath of the bus blowout. Everyone's talking about how they feel, blah, 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 blah.
Mariah is in there crying, talking to Simone.
Yeah. Heavily asked, why does Mariah keep bringing it up? And honestly, I would love to know that too. I mean, I kind of get it-ish.
She's hurt.
But she's also making it or bringing it more to life. Like, I guess she wants to, you know, defend her honor. Like, I'm not a drug addict, da-da-da-da, but... Girl.
She wants a genuine apology, and she wants to be vindicated because she wants them to know she didn't do it, and she wants them to admit she wants them to apologize for even believing that she would do drugs, and then she wants an apology.
But she acts like she don't be throwing out accusations left and right.
And that's what they were doing. You know, when they were showing how. You know, when they was doing the rules last time, and they was showing how talking about people's husbands, how she was talking about. You know, Dr. Damon saying, I know what your husband do. I mean, everybody's guilty of doing wrong.
I mean, like, in Quad's defense, Quad was like, well, no one fact checks the things that come out her mouth.
True. I mean, everybody on the show has said something, with the exception of Dr. Jackie.
Yeah.
I have to say. Even Simone. I mean, Simone don't really go around saying a whole lot of things.
She's just saying the feelings.
She do. She said how she feels.
I wonder what's her birthday. She had cancer?
I have to look it up. Find out.
She is always in her feelings, honey. So, trust and believe, we'll go back into this whole Mariah versus Quad. That's again.
It comes back up.
I'm so over this beef. It's like
it ain't even a beef at this point. It's just.
It's like
it's not even a beef. It's just
a situation that just won't die. Like, let it be. But we'll get into it because it keeps coming back up, honey. So Scott goes to hang out with Cecil, and Scott addresses, like, you know, some of the issues he's having with Contessa. Their main problem with their relationship currently is her going to school in Memphis. It was supposed to be a year program. She goes to Memphis. She comes home on the weekends, and it was basically he's a stay-at-home dad, not stay-at-home dad, but a single dad.
Yes, he does not like that.
It's harder. He realized it's harder than
he thought.
Yeah. That's what guys really don't understand, like, how much it takes to raise, to be a parent.
Mother.
To be a nurturer, it's a lot. And, you know.
He doesn't want to play that role. He wants to be the father, and she be the mother, and you tend to the children primarily, and I come in as the backup. Yeah, I come in when I need to be in, not the primary.
She's goal-oriented. Like, she has her mindset to be...
She's going to go to school.
I forgot the actual position she's trying to do, but it's something big. I felt like it's a compromise. I feel like... Because I know Contessa was saying there was a couple of options. Either she goes to Memphis, it's a cheaper school, and it's only a year program, versus her staying in Atlanta, where it's just more expensive, and it's a 2-year program. So she was like, let me just knock this out, and I'll be done with this. She's thinking, oh, it's 1 year, not a problem. But it is taking, you know, its toll on the relationship. I feel like to compromise, she can still go to school, but in Atlanta, even though it's more expensive, I don't think money's a problem.
No.
I just think that, it'll be 2 years, but you'll be at home, and it'll be a compromise to make everyone happy.
And I disagreed with Dana because I understood what she was saying, but I just felt like from watching them over the seasons, it's going to come back on her, and she's going to feel burdened again. It's going to be like, I'm giving up everything. You know, you win again. It's like, okay, I'm back at home. So now I'm the mother and I'm the primary caregiver for the kids, but then I still have my obligations to myself, you know, going to school and having to get my schoolwork done and still having to take care of the kids. And, you know, he might fall short with helping with the kids when she needs his help, but the kids are still going to get taken care of, and she's going to still have to get her schoolwork done, because now he feels like, well, you're at home, you still need to do your work here because you're here. Versus when she was away, he couldn't say that because she wasn't there. So that was my concern with her being here.
Well, now she actually quit the program altogether, and she's like, fine, you win. So now that's definitely going to
she's gonna have
put a
resentment.
strain, yes, because that resentment is going to, like, you know, grow.
And I
it
think
might
that,
even,
who was that? I think Jackie was saying that to her, saying, she said, do you resent him? Like, are you?
She's going to, yeah.
And
It might be like a thing about resentment. It's like
it's a slow thing.
It's like, yeah, it's like an infestation. It starts to creep up and it just goes bigger and bigger, and then you in your feelings.
Sometimes you don't even realize it's coming.
Yeah.
You be like, no, I'm all right. You be like, no, I'm okay. And then you'll start thinking, and as time passes, you'll be like, yeah.
And then it's probably something that he wants to do that he has to go away for, and then it's gonna,
does it.
You know what I mean? It's gonna build more. So
I supported you, and then you didn't support me.
Facts.
So it's like, just try to support each other and everything.
So I hope they, you know, their main thing is a compromise.
Yes.
And tough it out for however long.
Try to work it out.
I feel like she still should go to school, do it in Atlanta. I feel like, and to your point, okay, since she compromised and to stay in Atlanta, he still needs to be a little more hands-on than he would have if, you know what I mean, rather than just like, oh, mom's back, mom can handle it. No, all right, guys, let me do dinner so mom can go study. You know what I mean? So it's a compromise.
Pick up the roles a little bit more, you know. So in that case, if he was to do that, I think that would help her, and she would be less likely to have resentment, because if she does stay, even if she does get the education, she's still gonna have a little bit of resentment, like, it was so much harder for me because you didn't do, and it was still all on me. So
yeah. So then Toya and Mariah, they're talking, and so Toya was like, you know, are you going to show them the results of the drug results? Because she got, you know,
hair
the drug test with her hair.
That
that's supposed to go back 5 years and da-da-da-da. So Mariah's like, yeah, I had Aiden send me the results.
She said, I had him overnight, though.
Because she wants to be vindicated.
That's all she just don't want that accusation. And it's the fact that it was Quad that said it, too. And just their history.
But that's why I feel like, why are you putting so much weight on it? Because it came from Quad in a heated moment.
Because she was upset that they even believed it.
Well, didn't she start? I don't remember exactly. I didn't watch the reunion, but didn't she was saying that Quad, you slept with my sister's husband, da 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 da, and that's when Quad said, "Well, you're a drug dealer." I mean, a drug dealer, drug user.
You don't put a new one.
I know, right? That you were a drug user. Did that how it went? Like, she started the first jab, and then
I don't remember how they don't do so much back and forth. I don't remember who started it.
That's why it's like, Mariah, you can't be like, oh, I'm the victim. Oh, she says some like mean things and hurtful things. You said things too, sweetheart.
It's been so much back and forth.
So then the ladies go to a masquerade dinner
in the barn.
And at first, Jackie's concept was kind of weird to me.
They had masks on.
Yeah, while they were traveling to the dinner barn. And then as they got there, Jackie's like, all right, you know, we always walk around with a mask, but now we're going to, you know,
take the mask off.
Yeah, and I'm just
and
like,
reveal your true self. Toya said, girl, I'm putting this mask back on. I'm not doing this with these people.
I ain't really understand that concept, Jackie.
I get what she was trying to say. It was like, you know, you do wear masks every day. You know, because you don't want to, sometimes you have to, you know, when you're at work, like she said, when you're at work, you don't show the you that you are outside of work, because you can't, in a lot of sense. Because you know how we act right now. We don't necessarily act at work because we're at work.
But these women know how to take the masks off.
Right, that's the problem. I need them to put a mask on and keep it on.
Honey, keep it cute.
Maybe we're going to be having a lot of these conflicts. But I understand what she was trying to get. It was like, let's be real with each other so that maybe we can get through some of these issues. That's what she was trying to convey. But it was just the way she did it. You know, the bottom line is, if you're not open to it, it don't matter.
Facts. It was cute how Toya and Contessa, they were talking about,
because remember, they was fighting.
they're very cordial.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
can't say they're friends, but they're cordial.
They're friendly.
And that's fair.
And this is an example of what people are wanting from Quad and Mariah. And they need to understand that the history for Toya and Contessa is so much different than Mariah and Quad. So you can't expect that from those two.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's what they want from them. So that's why they keep pushing them. Because it's like, well, look, these two made up. And these two are able to act like this and do this and laugh and talk. They're not going to do that. They're two different people. And they were open to it. They sat down and said to each other, I don't want to fight with you anymore. I don't want to do this with you anymore. I want to be able to be cordial with you. I want to be able to sit down with you. Them two not going to sit down and do that.
Thanks.
So, you're not going to get that.
It was cute how Contessa lists her girl crushes.
Yeah, because she was talking about Toya. She was like, Toya, didn't you used to have, like, a lesbian relationship before? She was like, in my past.
Before Eugene.
Yes, you would make sure you knew that before Eugene. Now, don't be trying to mess up my happy marriage, my happy life.
That's
my
probably,
two-story closet.
That's probably how he got, she got Eugene.
Okay, honey. I got my two-story closet finally. Don't be messing up my relationship now, honey. But she started listening to her girl crushes, and I was sitting there like, do I have a girl crush? I have to sit down and think about that.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
I said, the only girl I ever thought about as far as a stud was Young M.A. That's the only girl. As far as if somebody look at her as a stud, yeah. She's cute for a stud.
Why can't it just be for a girl or something?
I
a
see
girl
her
crush.
as a stud.
Yeah, she's a stud.
Yeah, so that's what I said. If I was to date a girl, it would probably be, I couldn't see myself dating a girly girl too.
Gotcha.
So it would have to be a stud. So that's it.
Or just like, yeah, well, Contessa just like
she was
women
dating
that
powerful women.
Yeah,
she was like
she
Oprah,
admires.
Gail,
Of course, Michelle Obama.
If I'm
She
gonna go
had a
that way,
list.
now if I'm
Felicia
gonna go,
Rashad, she had a list.
she did
honey.
Layla. No, she didn't say Felicia Rashad. I was like, well, if we're gonna go that way, then of course, yeah, Michelle Obama. Women of power, yeah. Nah, Oprah. Gail, I'll go for Gail before I go for Oprah. Nothing against Oprah.
So dinner was going okay. Then out of nowhere, here goes Simone with the tears.
Baby, please stop.
Saying she's like, Mariah, like, take what I'm gonna say. I'm just like, what's happening here? What you about to say to Mariah?
You gotta do your hands.
Oh, that like it was intense. It was intense. But she was saying like the stuff that's going between you and Quad has me disgusted and disappointed. I'm just like, girl.
Can we please move on? Can we please stop talking about them too?
'Cause
Can we
it's
let
not
this be
going-
between them?
How many times have y'all tried to resolve their beef, their feud?
They don't want to.
Just let it be. Don't talk about each other. Act like y'all, the other person don't exist. Like, just say hello, and that's it.
Hello.
That's it. That's it. Nothing else.
And then we go on with the conversation with everybody else.
So she starts getting all
Emotional.
in our feelings, and she's like, she don't want to talk
She's
about this
hurt.
no more. So then she goes to the bathroom, and then Quad leaves, Buffy leaves. So Quad, Buffy,
Contessa.
Oh yeah, Contessa and Simone go to the bathroom, and Heavenly was like, "Why are y'all supposed to be in the
Why
bathroom?"
y'all go to the bathroom all
And
the
they
time?
do.
She said, "What's going on in the bathroom?"
Something pop up. You want to go to the bathroom?
You want to go? Let's go to the bathroom. Let's go, girl. Let's
I
go
don't
to the
know.
bathroom.
I guess I don't know.
That's
To collect yourself.
That's the polite way to remove yourself from the table.
Okay.
It's etiquette.
So then here is Toya wants to start questioning Heavenly. What now? At the table, it is Mariah, Heavenly, Toya, and Jackie. And Toya wants to address Heavenly, saying, "You really believe Quad? You really believe that Mariah's on drugs?"
Her at that time.
Also, Mariah gonna say, "I wasn't stabbed in the back. I was stabbed in the heart." Girl, bye.
That's how she felt. That's how she felt.
Gotta be accountable. You can't expect someone else to be accountable if you can't be accountable.
That was her feelings, girl.
I'm confused on it.
That's...
So now Now, after Toya said, Heavenly, you really think that,
you really believe? You was believing Quad.
So that's when Heavenly was like, I'm leaving. I don't want to talk about this right now. I'm leaving. So
like,
she walks off the table.
So she didn't go to the bathroom, though.
She just left the table.
She just walked away.
Who knows where she went. So that's when now it's Toya, Mariah, and Jackie. Jackie at the end, just there. She's like,
right. She's just like,
why am I here?
She's like, y'all don't ruin another one of my events.
Facts. So Toya was like, you want to show Jackie the results. So she tries to show Jackie the results. Jackie wouldn't open the envelope.
Jackie said, I'm not doing this.
Basically, my name Bennett, I ain't in it.
I'm not doing this.
And then, of course...
That's when Mariah gets upset, because she's just like, you don't want to look at it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to believe me. And it's like, I don't... Eugene brings it up later. I just feel like, at this point, she was trying to remain neutral. But I think that it was important for Mariah that Jackie looked at it from a professional standpoint. And she really knows that Jackie holds weight in this group. This is my opinion. I think she knows that Jackie holds weight in this group. And she just wanted to, she was like, if Jackie sees it and she sees that I've been telling the truth based off of these results, if it comes up in the group, she was hoping that maybe Jackie will come to her defense. She wants to be vindicated, and she wants Jackie to be one of the ones that'll be on her side. Because she feels like, if I got Jackie on my side,
sky's the limit.
Right. Like.
But, like, no one, except for Heavenly, said that I believe Quad. They just let it be. Everyone just let it be. No one really tried. No one defended her, but no one, said... Oh,
no one blatantly came out and said it, but sometimes
they just let it be because they always go back. If this ain't nothing new,
this is true, and I think that was Contessa that was saying that
it's best to just stay out of it.
You guys keep going back and forth, and this is becoming a
you're
strain on all of us.
Because you're gonna get burnt if you get involved. You're gonna get burnt in the process. So she was like, I'm not involving myself in this. All Jackie said on the podcast was, do you think Quad should have shared Mariah has done drugs? That was the main thing. She didn't say, oh, I believe Quad or anything. She just, all she did was restate something that was already said, not really placing judgment on the situation. She just blatantly stating facts or reiterating? Yeah, of what was said. That's it. And so Mariah is now hurt, and she leaves the table. She goes to the bus in the front seat with the driver.
To the driver about
Game of Thrones.
I think the thing with her is the reason why she felt hurt was because, even though Heavenly was the only one that came out and said it, like, oh, I believe her. Sometimes when you not saying something is the same as believing it. So, like, if you're in a room full of people and you be like, so do y'all believe that I did this too? And everybody just kind of looks around and don't say nothing and be like, that's the same as saying, I believe it too. Because if you don't just come out and be like, no, girl, don't nobody believe that. Because, you've been in a situation where you see people and they be like, so you believe that? And they're like, girl, don't nobody believe that. Mm-hmm. And you be like, okay. But then if don't nobody say nothing, you know how that look is. Everybody look around. So y'all believe it too. So that's how she probably felt like, because no one came to her aid. Nobody, and she said that no one came to my aid. No one came to my defense.
But truthfully, no one does nothing. People go to other people's defense after her accusation. So she always,
But she just feels like this
accusing this, that, and the third of Quad, and she said Quad was homeless, sleeping in a car.
I understand. I'm not saying she's right. I'm not saying that.
I get your point. I'm just like, I'm pushing back in regards of Mariah and her standpoint of how she really thinks that
it's okay for her and not for other people.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's why she feels like that. Like that's why she's saying that you guys agreed because they did not come out against it.
So what would you have done?
In what?
In this scenario, like if you were Jackie, Simone, rest of the girls. Me, myself, personally, I would have done the same thing they did. Stay mute. My name Bennett, I ain't in it.
It would depend on my relationship with her. I mean, if that was my friend...
Because then you were saying that Quad is a liar.
If that was my friend, I'd be like, I ain't never seen her do no drugs.
Right. Who said that? Toya said that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. As my friend, I would be like, I've never seen my friend do no drugs. Like, if I... Like, that would be saying, like, my friend is late. I I'm like, you telling the goddamn lie. She ain't never late. She's always early. What are you talking about? She's late. No, she's late. I know for a matter of fact, my friend ain't never late. Now, if there's a particular situation, now I'm going to come like, why did you say that? Well, like, if you know for a fact that this is not something in your friend's character.
Well, I guess I would stay out of it because Mariah and Qua were best friends. So I don't know what they do behind closed doors.
Right.
So even though she may not have shown me, I'm a new friend in this situation. So I'm going to stay out of it.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on my relationship with them. Now, if I was a new friend, I'd be like, I mean, I haven't ever seen that. I wouldn't be as vocal. Mm-hmm. But now, if I've been knowing this girl for 20 years, too, I'm like, girl, I've been knowing her just as long as you've been knowing her. Girl, I ain't never seen that.
Now, one thing I didn't like, though, is Toya was talking to Jackie, like, go talk to her, Jackie.
She did. She was like, go get on the bus. No. She was saying, no, I'm not going to do that right now.
No.
Mm-hmm. So then everybody comes out, and they're like, so what we going to eat now? So I'm gonna go get me some Uber Eats. Fact. But then Contessa came through with the doggy bag.
MVP.
I was like, yeah, y'all gonna leave all this food on the table? Who do that?
So then the next day they go on a tour of a church, and it's like historical church. Mm-hmm. Then Jackie was like, well, before we leave, let's all share a reflection of what we've learned from this trip.
That's what she said. Let's all get up and give a testimony saying what we are grateful for, what we're thankful for.
Here goes Quad.
Why they even let her keep going first on stuff? Leave her for last.
This is where Quad loses me.
Let's do it together.
I'm not even doing that. I'm not doing this and that. You go ahead. You do that. I cannot with Quad. I just can't. I can't. With Quad.
I just want to stand here and let you guys know that I've been through a lot last year. So I can stand here today, raw, vulnerable, naked. I'm
just like, what should you say, naked emotionally?
Yeah, I'm just
naked. I don't know. It was just like, please wrap it up.
I can stand here bare and naked and let you guys know I just stopped listening at that point.
I want to take her seriously.
Why do you have to be so dramatic?
Everything's like a scene.
Every time you get up and do a speech, it's always
a theatrical performance.
I've been through so much last year. And I can say that through that, I'm so thankful to be here today. That I made it through. So you can't tell. That's all. Girl, stop. Like, and everybody's sitting there looking like,
are we serious?
Okay, everybody got to speak, so can you wrap this up? Because everybody got to talk.
She does I'm sorry, she does the most.
And I'm not saying, and we talked about it, I'm not saying that she doesn't have a right to feel the spirits or feel this deep sense of gratitude, because she went through a lot last year. They showed that scene Heavenly was being shady when she was like, she had a lot of failures.
That was the next episode. Yeah, the next episode. Yeah, that was funny.
It's just like, every chance you get, do you have to be so over the top about it?
Yeah.
You can just be like...
Because it seems disingenuous.
Yeah.
So it's like, am I really believing this?
You just get to be like, I'm just thankful to be here around, my friends. You can say you had a tough year, but you don't have to go so...
I'm naked.
It was a tough year last year. I'm just glad to be here. I'm just glad that all that stuff that I went through last year is over, and I'm on to new and better things in life. Like everybody else did. Everybody else was short, sweet, cute.
Facts. It's funny how, I'm not funny, but it's like Mariah again addresses Jackie
and apologizes to her,
and then they had another powwow. I thought they already did that, but they had another one.
I did too, but I wrote it down.
All right. And Jackie says, my heart is open
to our friendship and growing. It's like, Jackie is like this. It's up to you where we go from here
Right.
every time. Like, I don't have nothing against you. You have a problem with me. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So they go back home. I said, Laura said to her
Aurora.
mama.
Oh, well, she was.
Her mom was like, what's that all on your lips? She said, gloss. She said, what's wrong with my lips? You want my lips to look like yours? She said, yeah. She said, dry.
That ain't nothing but a mini Heavenly.
She
ain't nothing but a mini. I was like, she's starting to smell herself, and Heavenly needs to understand, like,
she's growing up.
yeah, she wants to separate from the
Her
parents.
mama.
She's starting to identify,
She's
herself.
like, why you don't sleep in the bed with me no more? She's like, no.
So I like Aurora. I do. At first, I'm like, oh Lord, because
She's a little too grownish.
When she was 8 years old, I'm like, all right now.
She's a little too grownish.
But like, yeah.
Why her mom didn't know how old she was? She said, you 12. She said, I'm about to be 14. I said,
She probably stopped counting. She wants to keep her at 12.
That's what she said.
The years are sweet.
That's what she said. She said, you were still 8 years old in my head. Girl, she's not 8.
But it's cute. She's growing up.
So that's when I made the comment about the whole, when I said Eugene looked at the test results.
Mariah
and Toya.
Yeah, Mariah, Aiden, Toya, and Eugene, they
sat
had
down.
lunch together. And they brought up what happened in Savannah. And then how Mariah had the results, but Jackie wouldn't open them. And then
That's when Eugene was like, he looked at them and gave his professional opinion, was like, this is the test that, the athletes take. So if you was doing any kind of drug,
It showed
5 years ago, even if you have a little bit in your system, it's gonna show. And they was like, I mean, it came back. She hadn't done any drugs, at least in the past 5 years.
I wish she would have addressed it, or at least instead of just having, like, she had the results, to be like, place it on the table.
But the thing was, nobody would look at it, and she was saying,
She only asked Jackie. Like I said before,
in front of everybody.
She should have said, let me put this to rest. Here's my test results for this drug test. Simone, would you please read as a professional?
Simone would have gladly.
For real.
Put them glasses on. And she'd be like this. And the results say. But.
And they've been done with it.
So, the next episode, we said Quad goes to Barnes & Nobles for her book signing. Heavenly and Contessa show up. And they don't want to wait in line.
There's a very long line to get their sign, for autograph and pictures with Quad. So first they were waiting in line. There was like, I paid Heavenly.
I bought $20.
So I ain't waiting in no line. So then they got out of the line. They went to the front and they gave Quad the flowers and started talking to her. Now, this is where this would have pissed me off if I was one of the fans waiting in line. Okay? Don't bring your behind. I don't care who you are. This is a fan event. I'm already waiting in line like everyone else, and here you come out of nowhere. Okay, you want to give her some flowers and show your support, but y'all having a whole conversation, and so now I gotta wait even longer. No, absolutely not. As I told you, I would have. If it was too long of y'all talking like my time is not valuable, I would have either returned the book. Or if I didn't get it from Barnes & Noble and I was in line for the signature, I would have returned it.
Walmart.
I would have returned to wherever I purchased that book. I'm like, I'm not doing this because obviously my time is not valuable. So guess what? My money won't be either. I've been pissed.
She did apologize to them though. When she went back to the line,
I would have been petty.
She did apologize. And she thanked them for continuing to wait. So Quad said that she was going to be doing a book signing / birthday party. I forgot who. I think Contessa was saying she's trying to get a
tax write-off
for his birthday party. I said, that's smart.
Hey. Then they goes to Jackie and Curtis talking about renovating their house, making the changes. It's gonna be about a good $260,000 for what they want.
Jackie was like, "Yep,
I want it." Money's
Curtis is over here like, let's try to stay within the budget. She was like, there's no budget. We're doing this.
And I understand where she was coming from. I think that she explained it rather nicely so that Curtis also understand where she's coming from. But she says there's a lot of milestones that we missed in our marriage. So,
and in life.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, I'm not compromising on this. And he was like, that's fair. So
he not going to do nothing to
because he said no. Marriage. Yeah, because he said no to the whole adoption. Because even though she couldn't have kids, she still wanted to get, have.
She wanted a child.
Yeah, she wanted to adopt it. adopt the child, and he was like, no, because of the work schedule. I feel like she probably would have adjusted once the baby came.
Because all that charting and stuff, because she adjusted for the marriage.
Right, a little bit, yeah.
After the whole affair, she adjusted because he was like, you weren't here for me.
Yeah.
She adjusted. So she'll adjust. You adjust your life for the things that matter to you most.
So that's cute. Then Contessa and Scott go to dinner with the kids, and Contessa's dad comes. And they brought up the whole school thing, her not finishing.
I didn't like how she did that,
in front of the kids. And Scott,
don't use the kids like that.
And the way that she was talking to, so the kids
could
hear it.
So is mommy a quitter?
Yeah, she knows she was doing. But that's where we're talking about that resentment. She is very resentful.
She is. It's coming up. Yeah. It's coming.
It's going to keep on coming up, too, until they compromise and they both win.
And she tried to get her dad to stay and was like, so she was like, so do you guys want, granddad to stay with you guys so mommy can go to school? Her dad was like, you might want to reconsider that.
Yeah. And plus, he has his own businesses, so it's like, don't inconvenience me.
Yeah, and that's what Scott was saying. It was like, your dad has his own life. She was like, he's fine. Don't make decisions for me.
Right.
I got a life. Contessa's dad gets new teeth. I was happy about that. That was nice.
That was nice. That was a really good job. And they do have the same smile, too.
Yes, they do. That was nice.
Contessa and her dad went to Heavenly and got his teeth done. It was nice. So they showed Toya's 2-story closet. Did you see the video? There's also a video on Bravo. They had a clip of her doing a closet tour.
You said it was
okay. It was nice, but I don't know if Heavenly always had this. I kind of feel like she didn't. I think she kind of one up. I feel like she tried to one up Toya, but now Heavenly has a 3-story closet. And I actually do like Heavenly's more because of the space and the layout. Toya's is it's very nice, but I feel like it's not really practical. It's very fancy.
I've seen a part of I would like to watch. I didn't watch the video yet, but I'm gonna watch it.
It's very fancy, very like a boutique. It's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's very nice, but I would prefer and truthfully the second level is only for her bags, I believe. It's just a display case of bags. It's not really like
it's not clothes and stuff.
No, her clothes, I don't know. No, like I said, y'all need to go see Toya's and Heavenly's closets. They're both nice, but I like Heavenly's a little bit more. Better.
Yeah, Toya said she felt some kind of way about going to Quad's event because she is
Mariah's friend.
And she said she didn't want Mariah to feel like...
So that means that you're not Quad's friend?
Well, that's why she was saying, she was like, she kind of feels like she's in the middle.
Well, I think that what Eugene said was very accurate. Like, all right, that's why you do go to support. And if Mariah has an issue with it, like, well, hey, that's also my friend, and I'm supporting her.
That's why she was like, I just kind of felt like I was in the middle.
Because she's putting her, I feel like Toya is putting herself in the middle because she's closer to now Mariah. So
her relationship's grown.
Yeah. So now she's no longer in the middle. She's more on team Mariah. That's very obvious.
And Mariah and Aiden celebrates Ramadan with family and friends. Now, the reason why I was saying that, Toya felt like she was in the middle, they talked about Quad's book event and her birthday party at the dinner.
That's what it's like.
Mariah said, though, when they was like, I wonder how many people are going to support her. She actually said then, I expect the women to support her. So it wasn't like she was surprised that people
But she
would
said
go.
it in a catty way, like, I know they would because they don't support me. Mariah would prefer that they did choose sides. That's what Mariah wants.
But she wasn't surprised that people went.
They're friends with her. So she's taking it personal, like, oh, if you go there, that means you're against me. That's not the case. That's what she needs to get out of her head. Like, they could be friends with both. They're just staying neutral. Y'all either going to work it out or you're not. I'm no longer involved in y'all relationship. If you invite me, I will come. If she invites me, I would come.
What you need to do, though, if you're friends with both of them, is just don't talk about the other one to the other person.
Right. And because, Mariah likes to go to Toya to vent. And Toya likes to, put her 2 cents in. Like, yeah, girl, you right. Quad was wrong. Let it go. That's when Mariah needs to go to another friend that's not part of this circle.
Your family. Or
you know what I mean?
And do that.
And talk about it. Don't bring it to these ladies because you're making them
choose.
Yeah. So just stay out of it.
So
And
they
that's
was
just, I'm
talking
just
about.
they kept bringing up, as you can see, I don't know if it's editing or whatever, but as you can see, hello, that Mariah always brings up Quad.
Right.
You don't see Quad bringing up Mariah.
No.
Unless someone brings it to her, you know what I mean, to talk about it. But it's like Mariah has sit downs with family and friends talking about Quad. Quad is always the subject matter for Mariah. I'm just like, this is where I guess people are saying, girl, why are you obsessed with her?
Like the Mariah Carey song.
Why are you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. I just like, why did you? Because y'all are having family dinner. This is
about religious, you know, celebratory thing.
Event, yes, and you're talking about some drama.
And she literally said, "Oh, we can't really discuss how you really feel, Mama, until after the holiday."
Just don't talk about it at all.
I don't know. It seems like she's always talking about dang.
I just feel like it's like either sit down and have a conversation to move on, or just move on.
Have they had like a one-on-one conversation with no one else around? I don't remember.
I feel like they have done it, but then I feel like the problem is it like comes back up and then like more is added. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we sit down, we talk, we get to a common ground, but then it's like we kind of come to a truce, but then somebody breaks the truce. So now we have to go
back to
all
square
over
one,
again. Yeah.
right? So then we fast forward
party.
to Quad's party. She has a nice, extravagant
usual.
And it's very nice. It's very over the top. It had this lady with the butterfly wingy thingies. I don't know what they're called. People on these little acrobatics. It was a lot of stuff.
It was Quad.
It was nice. It was cute. It's all white party. The ladies arrive.
I said, why does Dr. Damon never wear a button-up shirt? Why does he always have on a t-shirt?
He's a simple man.
He always has on a t-shirt.
He is a simple man.
Heavenly will be dressed up. He'll come in with this t-shirts on.
Well, it's better that he normally comes in his scrubs. He's always coming in his scrubs.
In with scrubs or t-shirt on.
That's it. He stays in scrubs, honey.
I want to see that man's closet.
Now, first, I think Heavenly, Quad was sitting with them. I think it was all the ladies sitting down. I think like Heavenly or Simone was saying, "Where's Contessa?" Then here goes Toya. Where's Mariah? It's like, girl, stop.
Heavenly busted out laughing because I think Simone made a face like, why would you even say
exactly. That? Stop being petty. Everything was going nice with the party. You know, Eugene was getting a nice massage.
He did. They said because when she came in, they was like, "Where's Eugene?" She was like, "I didn't come by myself. He's over there getting a massage."
He was getting a massage. Everything was nice. Then Quad wants to make a speech.
Again,
this is where it goes left. So she gets this speech. You know, I've been through a lot. Blah 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 blah. Can I have my sister circle friends come up from the front, please? She names all of them individually. I know all their names, so I don't know. I'm not going to repeat that. But they come to the center. She gonna say thank you so much for being my, being supportive. I almost gave up on females. I almost gave up on friendships. You guys always were supportive of me. I mean, all these things. Of course, the camera gonna catch. I think Contessa was like, "Oh wow," because it was like a slap in the face.
Because that's what happened last season when they was trying to get in touch with her and find out what was going on with her life. Period. What was going on?
And she was like, "I'm too busy.
I'm talking to my real friends."
Yeah.
And she was referring to the sister circle friends.
Yeah.
So that's why that emotion.
They felt like these are your new group of friends that you put priority over us, and we've been knowing you longer. So for her to say that, even though it's her party, it's my birthday. You know what I mean? Like it's her party, it's her birthday, but. That was a slap in the face to all the other ladies from Married. I would have been very offended because honestly, she should have chose her words a little bit better because since the fact that they already thought that you were replacing them with the sister circle girls, for you to say, "Oh, thank you for teaching me, so much, and thank you because I almost gave up on women, and thank you so much for being a good friend to me," and all this stuff.
All the history.
I mean, all
the
this stuff.
With those women.
It's like boom, like a stab. It's damn.
Now that's when you can say it's a stab in the heart.
Damn, Quad.
So the funniest thing about that was Eugene said to Toya and Simone, was like, so we're gonna be like the Simpsons. We're gonna keep looking and we're just gonna back
that
up.
meme where
Homer backed up
was in the
into
bushes. Yeah, real slowly. He's like, we're just gonna leave. And Simone, she was funny. She's like,
I'm gonna leave with you guys.
She's like, I don't know. She said Michael's babysitting. Somebody was babysitting.
I think she just said Michael's babysitting.
Even she only no babysitting for none of her kids, but
yeah, he got a babysitter. I gotta go.
So they all three left. After she started saying that, they left. And then she was like,
she said, I got my other sisters here. Where's my Jackie? Where's my
where's Simone?
Where's my Contessa? Is Simone in the house?
Where's Toya?
Where's Toya?
And then Contessa's friend, she
she had to throw the shade.
Wait, Contessa was like, I knew you were coming over this way. I was just waiting.
And then they was like, well, I knew you was coming, but some people couldn't wait. They had to leave. And she was like, oh. So
I wish that they didn't leave. I mean, yeah, I would have been offended by it, but I wish they would have stayed.
I would have left.
And hear what she had to say for them.
They didn't know it was gonna come back around to them.
Yeah, it was wrong for her to say that. It just was.
I think that
when that was one of our main issues as to why I feel, especially Simone, feel like there was a rift in y'all relationship because of these women that you made. Y'all are besties now, and basically I was replaced. So yeah, that would hurt my feelings. But I wish they would have stayed and listened to what Quad had to say, and then maybe another time address how that was hurtful for them.
I just think that they felt like they didn't want to be fake,
yeah.
And because it was like, because what if she didn't say anything? Like, what if she would have just dropped the mic and that was the end? And then they would be like. Oh.
So yeah, that wound, I felt like her and Simone was getting in a better place. Not, back to being friendly again.
Getting back to
her
neutral.
And Toya were
getting back to neutral.
But now all those wounds are back open.
They just keep throwing salt.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. I just thought that it just could have been. You have every right to feel how you want to feel. You have every right to have new relationships. You do. I mean,
that is true.
As you get older, you get new friends, and
true.
You move into new places in life and do new things. You get new friends.
Because I get it. If she felt like I couldn't come to you,
at that time,
this is not a safe place for me to be vulnerable. I get that. But then it's like, in the same breath, Quad, you didn't tell these ladies what you were going through. Mm-hmm. So how am I supposed to know that things are messed up if you're not telling me? You're telling me everything is peaches and cream.
Then you can't say, oh,
you can't hold me accountable, for you not being there for you. You shut me out.
I don't know.
So it is. I do see both sides because Simone has realized, why did she shut me out? What did I do? Why wasn't she consider me a good friend that she feels comfortable enough to be vulnerable with me and tell me what's going on? So it's like, y'all can be very judgmental.
Yes,
but.
It's like they have the best intentions when they talk to them, but it's like I feel like Quiet feels she's been burned so much, but then it goes back to that whole accountability stuff. You have to realize that you've done some things too.
I honestly feel like her and Mariah are like the same person.
They just go about things a little bit differently. Yeah, that's all. Y'all go
very
about
stubborn. They don't want to let things go.
And that's
why they will never make up, because they're both of them two stubborn people just going at it.
They both do it to the group.
Yeah.
Quad does it to the group. Mariah's done it to the group. They don't want to let anything go with each other. They don't want to let things go with the group. So it's just like, well, you ladies did this to me. You ladies did that to me. And it's like, okay, but you've done things to me too. And then she's like, oh, how dare you bring up what I've done to you? I mean,
right.
I mean, you did. I mean, you're talking about what I've done to you. I'm telling you why I've done it to you, because of what you did to me. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's no resolution.
Just ridiculous, right?
So it ended with Quad surprising herself with a car.
Right.
I'm like, Quad, what?
And she goes outside like, oh my
God, my car's here. Oh my God, I didn't know it'd be ready. Yes, you did.
They told you, because they had to tell you. You had to tell them what to deliver.
Exactly. They're like, oh, well,
let's find her.
Quad has a birthday party.
Find iPhone.
You know what I mean? Quad has a birthday party. Let me just drop off the car. Come on now. I don't know. Maybe her. It just don't make sense to me. I'm trying to make sense of it. She might.
Okay. Maybe. Possibly.
Nevertheless.
Yeah.
So these episodes, I'll give a C+.
I'm agree with that.
I'll give a C+.
I think that it's a lot that they have to work through.
There's a lot of fluff with it.
Yes. Because
it's the same. It's the same problem.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
it's a consistent issue.
Back to Mariah and Quad feud. Okay. Aren't we past this? I'm past this.
You ready for a new feud?
Yeah. Honestly. Even Toya and Buffy, they were feuding. Now they're cool. Contessa and Toya, they're cool.
He was like, can we get back to that?
I thought, Simone and Heavenly, well, that will play out a little bit longer. They're fine.
Jackie and Simone are going to have a little tiff.
Oh, well, I'm ready for that. I'm just tired of talking about Mariah and Quad.
I was surprised to see that. They showed that, for the coming up. And I was like, why Simone and Jackie?
You can kind of tell a little bit that it's clicky. It's Mariah's squad
Crew.
and Quad.
But the leader's Jackie. Okay? Don't y'all ever get that twisted. Jackie runs the show.
But she's more on the Quad side because she don't really like. It's not that she don't like Mariah. It's just that she don't kiss Mariah's ass, and Mariah has a problem with it.
Her. She don't like her. I just don't think she likes her.
I think that she's just maybe.
Dana, you've been doing so well.
Yeah, have I?
You have. So let's just stay honest.
Well,
she don't like her.
I don't think she dislikes her. I just feels like she's not giving Mariah what she wants. Mariah wants Jackie to kiss the ring.
All right. On that note, we're going to wrap this thing on up, put a bow on it, and seal it off.
And until next time, bye guys.